Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm one of the travel agents with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are the agency that runs this Facebook group, along with several others that are focused on different destinations. And we are also a preferred agency with Sandals and Beaches Resorts, which is part of what we're going to be talking to you about tonight. Welcome to Sundays with MMT. This is a weekly live agent panel video series that we do in one of our Facebook groups every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we are really excited to be with you here tonight in our all inclusive group to talk about a recent training trip that a team of our agents took to Sandals Ochi Beach Resort. So they're going to be giving you a little bit of information about that resort as well as just the Sandals and Beaches brand as a whole. We also would love to take any questions that you might have throughout the course of our time live this evening. So if you want to make a comment or post a question, feel free to do that at any point. We are using StreamYard to go live this evening, and sometimes on Facebook, StreamYard will ask you to approve it to display your profile picture and your username. If you want to post a comment, just know that you can decline that permission and you can still interact with us anonymously, and we would love to take your questions. But I am joined tonight by two of our marvelous agents. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and take a couple minutes to tell everybody your name, how long you've been with the agency, and the best way for people to contact you if they're interested in planning a trip.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jenna Conkle. I've been with the agency for a little over 4 years. And the best way to contact me is my email, jenna@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brenda Schrufer, and I have been with Marvelous Mouse Travels for about 4.5 years. And the best way to contact me is also my email, brenda.schrufer@marvelousmousetravels.com.
And again, my name is Ginger Pierce. I've also been with the agency 4.5 years. And the best way to get in touch with me is to visit me at my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. So, ladies, let's talk a little bit about Sandals Ochi itself, just kind of a general overview of where this resort is, what it offers, who it would be a good fit for, stuff like that.
Sure. Sandals Ochi is on the north side of the island, and it is about an hour and a half bus ride from the Montego Bay Airport, where most people do fly into. That's where Jen and I flew into. But it's awesome because when you book a Sandals vacation, your transfers are included. So we were transported in a air-conditioned, beautiful bus. And, it was nice to see the scenic ride along the way, and it was great. I think it's great for a large audience, various age groups from your honeymooners to your, couples in their 40s or 50s who just want to get away and have a good time. I know we definitely witnessed a wide age range there. And there's definitely a lot to do for all of those age groups, and everyone was definitely having a great time.
Yeah, Jamaica's so fun. And the ride to, like Brenda shared, even though the ride is like an hour and a half, depending on traffic, it can be more. But you're then in Ocho Rios, which is where like there's a ton of different excursions, and like Dunn's River Falls is nearby, and doing like the Jamaican bobsleds is nearby. So although like the transport to get to the resort is a little bit longer, you're then closer to a bunch of activities. So it makes it really convenient if you're the kind of couple that wants to kind of explore Jamaica a little bit and go outside of the resort as well. Plus the resort was really in a beautiful area. And like Brenda shared, it was a wide range of people. And what I thought was really cool was, so like Sandals Ochi itself is kind of like separated. There's like rooms that are up on like a hillside area, and there's a whole hillside like lobby and everything. And then down across a street, there's the beach access, and where like the Ochi Beach Club is. And again, another lobby because there's more rooms over there. And like two really beautiful like beach coves and stuff like that. They have entertainment in both sections as well as pools. So it's really convenient no matter where you're staying. But like some of the rooms on the hillside were so secluded that like if you just wanted a private getaway with your significant other for your honeymoon or something, and you're not super into like a lot of activities, or like if you're an older couple that just wants the seclusion and to get away and to have that time, you can get one of those rooms and really honestly like not ever leave, because you could call your butler and be like, hey, we want drinks, we want food, we want whatever. And some of them had like their own private pool and such. So you really like, you can find a wide variety of like anything you're looking for too at the resort. If you want a lot of entertainment, or if you want to just have that like private, romantic getaway, or like a mix of both, you can have anything. So
Yeah.
that's what I really liked about it.
That's a great point. And, I agree with what you both said about it appealing to a wide range. I have sent honeymooners to Sandals Ochi, but I have also sent couples celebrating their 40th anniversary there, and both loved it. So, it truly does have a wide variety of options. And also, typically, Sandals Ochi does tend to be on the lower end of the price point for Sandals resorts. So, even if you get one of those butler rooms, you are sometimes still paying less than you would for butler service at one of the other resorts. So, it can be a nice, more budget friendly option too. So talk
For
to me
sure.
a little bit about, because, many times people see that we go on these FAMs, as we call them, which is short for familiarization trips or training trips. And they think, oh, you're going on vacation for work. That's great. That's not what a FAM is at all, is it, ladies? Like you're learning a lot. You're touring different things. You are genuinely there working and getting better as a travel advisor. So what were some of the things that you guys did, or things that you toured while you were there?
Yeah, well, Jenna and I and some other Marvelous Mouse agents were able to tour Ochi and experience some various restaurants. We got to tour the diving area, which, if you are into scuba diving, I definitely highly recommend Ochi, because you can get free scuba diving lessons. And I think the certification, I'm not quite sure how long it takes, Jen. I don't know if you remember, but I don't think it was, too long. But they'll have you on your way to diving, within your stay there. I'm not a diver, but maybe one day. But we also, they had different water sports. They have catamarans. They have the, speedboats. They have sailboats. They have, I guess, jet skis that you would need to pay for. But there's definitely a lot of water sports if you are the active type. So we also, we got to tour the resort. And like Jenna said, it's such a huge resort that it was great to be able to see the Riviera, the beach side, and then the hillside. And I think it's important to know that if you're looking for a more small, intimate resort, this probably isn't the one for you. But if you like a big resort and want to be transported, there's there's golf carts that will transport you. There's also the Hop, which is a bus that will transport you. So you definitely don't have to worry about walking too much, because there's great, convenient transportation right there for you. But I mean, we loved it. There's, it's a large resort, but there are, I think, 11 restaurants and bars. There's a speakeasy, which was super cool to see. And each night we would have to try to figure out the password to get in. So that was kind of cool. So in addition to touring Ochi, we also toured Royal Plantation, which is another Sandals property in Ochi, which was gorgeous. It was a European theme resort. And, we got to see different rooms there. And that's definitely more intimate if you would like a smaller resort, and geared towards, I would say, like middle age, like 30s, 40s, 50s. I think you could send honeymooners there, but I would just let them know that it is more of a chill resort, not a ton of light nightlife. And then we also got to go to Beaches Ochi, which was awesome for our families. So I don't know if Jenna wants to talk about that.
Yeah, we, like Brenda said, we got to see so much stuff. The scuba diving, I don't know how long the certification takes, but I do know that you need to reserve it ahead of time. So if you are in, or if you're already certified, then you just do the dives for free, like Brenda mentioned. But there's a ton to know about the diving. So if you like have questions about it, definitely reach out to one of us or your agent from MMT to help you kind of navigate that. Because I took so many notes from that, and they don't just have scuba diving; they also have snuba, which is like between snorkeling and scuba diving. So, I mean, I personally learned a ton from just the professional that was talking to us about the process, the different price points. If you want to dive at night, there's like a price for that. If you want to go snorkeling in the morning, there's a price for that. But then there's a lot of free times as well in between that. So just all that kind of stuff we learned as well, not just like seeing the rooms and the resort, but getting that kind of information like Brenda had mentioned. But yes, we did get to see Beaches Ocho, which was really cool to see, just the complete like opposite of, Sandals being the adults only, and Royal Plantation as well, which was all Butler. So that had like that different feel, like Brenda mentioned. But then with Beaches, seeing the family part of it. So they have a water park there, which was really awesome to see. And so much, like they had like crafts going on next to the pool. There's different dining options at the different restaurants or at the different resorts as well. So that was cool to see some variety. If you stay at Beaches Ocho, their resort is kind of separated, sort of like Sandals Ochi is, where there's like the Greek village that's all along the beachfront, and then rooms and buildings behind that. So that was cool to see. Like, again, it was all training for us to be able to make sure that we're as educated as possible to bring you the most current information. When you're looking to go to any of these resorts, you want to make sure that, you are staying in the place that best suits your family. If you want to be closest to the beach, knowing, we know how to help you get to that right spot for you. Sandals and Beaches, if you've ever looked at their like websites, they have like, I don't know, it looks like 100 different room categories. And so it can be a little intimidating, to look at those, but we know, and we were given like packets of information on different rooms and who they're good for and how many people they sleep. So if you have a family of 5 or 6 or however many you're going with, we know what to recommend for you. So we definitely took a ton of notes. I'm still typing mine up. And then I know Brenda wanted to talk about as well that after Beaches Ochi, we also got to see the golf club, which was really awesome. It's only like about 10 minutes away from Sandals Ochi. It's so gorgeous. It's an 18-hole golf. Yeah, I don't know, Brenda, if you want to talk about it, go for it.
No, you're good. I just know this was definitely a highlight during our fam. And I mean, to be honest, we were all like, oh, a golf course, like, okay, we're going to a golf course, yay. But then when we got there, we realized how gorgeous it was and how, like, I would totally love to take golf lessons there one day. They offer golf lessons. We got to ride on the golf carts and tour the whole golf course. It was just beautiful. And there's, shuttles that will take you back and forth from Sandals Ochi. The clubhouse is brand new because unfortunately it had burnt down in a fire 1 or 2 years ago, but it's beautiful, brand new. They have restaurant, drinks, bar, and they have clubs you can obviously rent there, a driving range. So it was just definitely something that I thought that if you have some avid golfers, who you as clients or who are looking for that in their honeymoon or trip, I would definitely recommend this resort because it was so convenient and it was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any of those resorts too. And they even mentioned that the kids can take golf lessons as well from
Oh,
the
yeah.
professionals. So that was kind of cool too. Like if you want to teach your kids how to golf, and um, it was included, the lessons for the kids too. So that's really cool.
Mhm.
The golf itself, I believe you can go to the golf course. Like the transfers are free from Ochi, and I believe they ran every hour. And then the greens fees are included with your stay. They do require you to get a caddy, which is additional cost. But like Brenda mentioned, they have a golf professional there that you can take lessons from. Um, I do know that they mentioned that when they open the restaurant at the golf club, that food and drinks there would be separate, because you could easily take the shuttle for 10 minutes back to the resort. So, like Brenda mentioned, it would also be a really great place for golfers.
Absolutely. So, last question that I have for you guys is what did you learn just in general about the Sandals and the Beaches brand, which maybe set them apart from some of the other all inclusive brands that we work with?
Yeah, I would say the biggest is that everything literally is included. Food, top shelf alcohol. If your tequila brand is important to you, then Sandals is the place for you. Your rum. I mean, some people are really picky with that because if you go to, a lot of all inclusives, you're not going to see the Captain Morgans, the fancy tequilas. I think that the tips being included and like the no tipping policy at Sandals and Beaches is huge because that is not the case at most all inclusives. So truly, once you pay off your vacation, you truly do not have any fees that you would need, to incur or pay for. Other than if you would go off site and do excursions, or things of that nature, or shopping, which I know we all love to do. Um, but I think that was a big one. And the service, is just very reputable and commendable, and entertainment. Every night there was, we went to a beach party with, twirling people who would twirl fire and baton twirling and eating fire and dancing and the speakeasy, the singer in there was amazing. There's different variety shows for the kids. The Sesame Street camp was a huge draw to me because, I know we book a lot of families and they have the characters there. They have children with autism. They cater to them because they are certified in that, which is also huge for me because I know that we all book, families with special needs kiddos who want to feel confident in taking them to a resort where they feel that they feel safe leaving them with the employees. So those were just a few of mine. I don't know if you have any other ones, Jenna.
Yeah, I mean, you did a great job at explaining all the like things that really stand out. And I would say, like, we kind of already mentioned, like the diving and the golf and things that also wouldn't be included. Um, I would say the other thing too that we didn't mention that we got to tour, which was really cool, was the over the water chapel at Sandals Ochi. So we got to meet with their wedding. I think he was their wedding coordinator, maybe on
Yeah.
site.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of talked to us about like they actually set up what the ceremony would look like for us, so we could see exactly what it would look like. We could take pictures and really be able to showcase, you know, what a sandals wedding would look like. Sandals weddings start out free, which is also, I feel like, a really big separator between different all-inclusive resorts. A lot of them don't start out free. There's a basic charge to start out. There are certain qualifiers for the free wedding, so definitely, again, reach out to your agent or one of us if you're thinking about a destination wedding. But just seeing the chapel and getting to talk to the coordinator was really, really unique.
Yeah, the glass, like there was a glass bottom floor basically in the chapel, which we were all, in awe of. I mean, beautiful. So I know all of us would totally renew our vows if we're already married there, or recommend it to someone looking for a wedding chapel, which is also something to note. You can renew your vows in at Sandals. I know I've had couples do that and they've said it's great. So,
and it's very like, it is meant for couples. So like, although we were a group of travel agents there, like I did not feel uncomfortable being with other couples, but it's really unique how they set up like the seating areas are a lot for either like one couple or two couples. Like it's meant for like tables of two or tables of four if you're traveling with other couples. And so it's hard to explain like the different feel of that. But when you go to other resorts that are just, hey, adults only, not necessarily catered towards couples, it just feels different. There's just a different vibe. And so like, I don't know how to even really put it into words because it was just like a feeling, but it definitely does stand out. So if you are looking for something where you're looking for that like romantic getaway or just couples getaway or honeymoon or something, I feel like Sandals really does like set the bar for giving you that like memorable trip with your significant other.
Absolutely. And, we think Sandals, and most of us think Jamaica because, that's where the original Sandals resorts were and definitely where most of them still are. But, if you're not into Jamaica, there are Sandals resorts on other islands. And so, that's something that if you're wanting to go somewhere in the Bahamas or Curacao or something like that, you have some options and you can still get that all inclusive feel from Sandals and all of the amenities that we've talked about, that just maybe not in Jamaica if maybe you've done Jamaica already and you want to do something different. I think we did have one comment come through. Somebody wanted to say hi. Hi.
Aww,
thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And thank you, ladies, for sharing what you learned. I really appreciate getting to hear from our agents when they do training trips like this. If you are interested in planning a trip to a Sandals resort, feel free to reach out to either of the agents that you heard from tonight. All of our contact information is back at the beginning of the video if you joined us a little bit late. Also, if you have a question and you want to ask it and we're no longer live, you can still pop that question into the comment section. We do monitor these after the fact, and we're happy to come back and answer that for you. But we thank you all so much for watching with us tonight, and we hope that you will join us again really soon for another episode of Sundays with MMT. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.